The woman took her child with a heart condition to the hospital for a checkup, but to her shock, the doctor in the consultation room was none other than the child's biological father. He didn't recognize them at all, because the woman had changed her name and appearance long ago. 7 years ago, she had been a 300-pound girl deeply in love with him, until one day, she overheard him joking with friends, and thought he only saw her as a toy. Devastated, she left him without explanation. She thought their paths would never cross again, but fate brought them face to face at the hospital, and he was now her child's attending doctor. He didn't recognize her, and simply advised her to schedule the child's heart surgery soon. She took the medical forms and left quickly. The child then asked if that doctor was her father. The woman lied and said no. She told her daughter they just looked alike, and that her real father had gone far away. What she didn't know was that the man had never forgotten her. He still kept the pen she gave him, and wouldn't let anyone touch it. Meanwhile, her best friend encouraged her to attend their class reunion, to show everyone how beautiful she had become. She also mentioned that the man would be there. The woman froze at hearing his name, but agreed to go. At the reunion, a scheming woman instantly approached the man, pretending to flirt and touch him, but he showed no interest, and moved to sit with his friends. Someone asked about the woman's current situation, but when they heard her old nickname, the fat girl, they all burst out laughing. The man slammed his glass on the table in anger. The scheming woman quickly claimed the woman had passed away long ago, and that she once saw her hospitalized. The man was heartbroken, and left the reunion in grief. After he left, a classmate told the scheming woman that the two had actually dated for 3 years. She was furious. Just then, the woman arrived at the venue to deliver some documents, but on the way back, she unexpectedly ran into the man. He pulled her into a hug, but as she tried to escape, she twisted her ankle, and fell back into his arms again. This exact moment was seen by the scheming woman, who stormed over and demanded she leave immediately. Before the woman could respond, the man scooped her up, and insisted on taking her home since her foot was hurt. As she looked at him, a strange feeling stirred in her heart, but the scheming woman silently held a grudge. As the man spent more time with the woman, he began to feel she was oddly familiar, so he asked if they'd met before. The woman forced herself to stay calm, and said she had brought her child to see him recently, but the man pressed further, asking if they had met even earlier. She quickly denied it, but then he grabbed her phone, entered his number, and told her to call him directly if she ever needed anything. After dropping her off, he returned home, and found her old notebook. In it, she had recorded every detail of their life together, even noting down who paid for what. He hated how she had kept track of everything so clearly. Suspicious, he called a friend, and asked him to investigate whether she had really died years ago. The next day, just as the woman was about to clock out, the scheming woman gave her an impossible task. She had to deliver 2 boxes of samples to a warehouse, a round trip that would take 3 hours. Her sick child was still at home waiting, but the scheming woman used the year-end bonus to pressure her. With no choice, she carried the heavy goods to the warehouse. On her way back, she got into a cab with an ill-intentioned driver. Sensing danger, she called the man, and asked him to pick her up, pretending to be on the phone with her husband. She got out of the cab, but a moment later, the driver circled back, having realized no one was coming. As she tried to call the police, the driver knocked her phone away.